that I am here. On to my bride. How we met is a funny story. Bear with me. Just like any other fairy tale, it started on BBM in 2013. Once the BBM pin was unearthed, I knew the floodgates would open and this would be the person I would spend the rest of my life with. But of course, these are the consequential thoughts of my 16-year-old adolescent mind. The pin was loaded, BBM pin, and the stage was set. I dug deep for the courage and fortitude to send the first message. It had been perfectly structured and should pave the way for any upcoming nuptials that spring therefrom. I called, "Hey, I'm Josh. I got your number from a friend." My response was immediate dismissed. And then I think something happened to a BBM because there was no picture and there was only one tick. I think she ran out of buzz. It was not buzz. I think she ran out of buzz. Anyways, either as it may. I don't know what could have been the problem. My mother always said that I was handsome. Nevertheless, as the years passed, my frequent and punctual messages via Facebook were met with a tidal wave of blue ticks. Every single year, I made sure. It didn't make sense, but I leaned not on my own understanding. And I believe that hope that is seen is no hope at all. Who hopes for what they already have? Fast forward 4 years later, I'm by my good friend Marcelo's house. Just to set the scene, the night before was his 21st birthday party. I wasn't as fresh as I would have liked to have been the next day. I decided to head home and rest, but as my foot hit the mat, I don't know what I had done. It was possibly those mat marks. My mother was not in the best of moods. I then remember the day before someone had invited me to the beach. I knew I had to leave. Armed with my beach towel, costume, and panados, I dashed for the door. Arriving at Ushaka, I'm greeted by a couple of friends, and the girl that invites me to the beach introduces me to yours truly, Ashleigh Small. At this time, I had more questions than answers, but I realized silence is cheaper than therapy. I chose to take advantage of the situation and made sure every stop was pulled and every joke had surfaced. I pressed my car along repetitively in the expectant hope that she would notice I drove a Mercedes. I took every shot and let the chips fall where they may. The evening drew and the lift was late. The opportunity arose and I pounced. All of a sudden, I was a hero for staying behind and waiting with her. After much locking and unlocking of my car, the lift finally arrived. The so-called inconvenience was the stepping stone, and from that point, I knew the lighty is in the game. Here we are, 4 years later. To our prophet, Prophet Giselle, we love you very much and you are dear to us. We know that behind the curtain, there is a lot of time and effort you spent interceding for us. Psalm 141 verse 5, let a righteous man strike me, that is kindness. Let him rebuke me, that is oil on my head. You are not shy to put us in line, and for that, we are ever grateful. To our Pastor Andre, you were truly the signpost that led me closer in my walk. Thank you for the sound words of wisdom that is just a phone call away, and the sacrificial time that you always unselfishly have to spare. Ashleigh, I appreciate you. To Auntie Brazan. Firstly, I don't know why this whole stereotype thing has come about. Mother-in-law, mother-in-law. My wife has a great mother-in-law. So Auntie Brazan, I want to thank you again and again for raising such a wonderful woman. Thank you for your caring spirit. It doesn't go unnoticed. To Uncle Leon, I hold every conversation that we have dear to my heart. Your willingness to go above and beyond for Ashleigh and myself is something that I'm very grateful for. To my dad, I've never ever met any father like you. You go above and beyond anything I could ever ask for. The older I get, the more I realize how important it is to have a dad like you. Not one night goes by that I do not pray for you. Every day that I'm with you, I take a deep breath and thank God for your life. You've taught me lessons in my life that sometimes I sit back and think, wow, how did I even know that? You are my hero. And I would never be who I am today if it wasn't for you. Okay. To my mom, you prayed for me. It is because of my mother's prayers that I'm standing here today. For that I'm ever grateful. We've both not had an easy road, but thank you for not giving up on me, even when I made it hard. Proverbs 22 verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. I reported many times before, but I'm old. The memories of my childhood is the epitome of the scripture. I remember before bed, you would anoint my hands, my head, my heart, my feet. And you made sure that scripture was a part of my everyday life. Just 2 weeks ago, when I pulled out my grade 2 report, the figures weren't the best. But the comment said, not shy to share religious beliefs. I had that going for me, which was nice. I hope one day I can pass on the same pattern to my children. I would really like to thank every single person for gracing us with your presence. It would never be the same without you. It would be a lot cheaper. To my wife. I promise to see you through eyes. I promise to see you through kind and patient eyes. Today, I stood before you, making the easiest decision of my life. It is such an honor to establish marriage as a symbol of Christ's perfect relationship. I am by far getting the better end of this deal. I want to leave you with this. Alright. In 2016, one night, I was laying on my bed. I wasn't the happiest person. So I said, Lord, maybe you're not giving me the right person because I'm not being specific. So I will make my request known. And just to spice it up, I'll be specific. Lord, I want a girl that is short. Simply because I'm too short for a long conversation. No, because it would be odd if she was taller than me. Lord, this girl needs to be intellectual. Or more intellectual than me, so that we complement each other. Maybe a doctor or a lawyer. Father, can you give me someone who firstly laughs at my joke, and secondly has a sense of humor that I find funny? Lord, a complexion needs not to be dark. Doesn't have to be fair like me, but a little darker is fine. Father, I need someone that's cute also. Looks fade and all. But, hey, we need to start somewhere. Father, could you give me someone that will draw me closer to you? Because if you're not in it, then I'm wasting my time. And that's how I started skating and skating. Lord, I'm not fussy about hair. And just as long as she doesn't use dark and lovely, I'll be fine. Lastly, Father, I don't want anyone that is close, not in Durban, because everyone knows everyone in Durban. Can you give me someone that is far out so I can travel somewhere like, and I mentioned Port Shepstone. God answers prayers. I want to encourage you this evening. Seek His face, and He will draw nigh to you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen.